So how was it?
Oh, it was pretty good. You know, got hot out there, and as far as the effort, and you know, I think we got some things done.
You guys are in
Spirited
pads?
practice. Yeah, we're in full pads. Yeah.
You notice a difference in how the practice goes when they're in full pads?
Today's the first day in pads, but you know, I thought the tempo was pretty good, and they flew around and tried to compete.
Staying relatively healthy so far?
So far.
You mentioned the other day about the Morgan twins are strong and physical, but they need to learn where to go.
Got to learn plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is that progressing?
They still got to learn the plays. They're working at it. They're working hard at it.
What is Fromeyer doing to put him in the starting lineup potential?
Well, he was quasi-starter a year ago, and really when we moved Will Bryan inside the guard, he became, you know, he was the third tackle a year ago. But he's had a good offseason. I think Easton's changed his body a good bit, and I'm excited to watch him play. I think he'll do some good things.
Of those freshmen offensive linemen, anyone kind of...
They're all a little different. I mean, I think they're all going to be good. Parker Braun has got a motor, and Kenny Cooper's really strong. I mean, he's going to be, I'm excited about him, and Jahazel too. I think they're all three going to be good players.
And the receivers, any of those young guys catch your eye yet?
So, yeah, I mean, you know, they all have their moments.
The freshman quarterbacks, do they show you much in the Pascal at all, or?
Yeah, I think, you know, they're still learning, but Jay Jones can really, I mean, he can throw the ball. And Lucas has got some ability too. So, yeah, you know, pleased with them. I think they're what we thought they would be.
Matthew Jordan's another year into the program. Where does he stand now?
Well, right now he's battling Taquan Marshall probably to be the backup quarterback, and we'll see what his role is. He may have a role in short yardage and on the goal line or whatever as we get into it. We'll see.
Clemson announced a big expansion today to their student facilities for their student athletes for football. Kind of, where do you feel like you are right now? It seems like you guys are falling behind the pack a little bit.
We're way behind. Yeah, there's no question about that.
What would you like to see in terms of?
Well, I think just facilities and you know, whatever. I mean, if you look at the other schools, we're probably behind in most every aspect, from facilities to staff to salaries to whatever.
Is there any one particular area that stands out to you right now?
One.
Locker room?
Well, you know, we had a plan. The locker room would be great. You know, I think we had you know, several meetings and they drew it up. It'd be big for the program, yeah.
What would that mean to have a refurbished, renovated locker room?
Well, I mean, it's recruiting. That's what it's about. I mean, you know, when kids walk in, that's their impression. They see the facilities, and it's like you guys know, it's an arms race. And if you're not building, you're falling farther and farther behind.
First thing they mentioned, facilities. Yeah.
So kind of, where are you at in terms of trying to get that, or are you getting any kind of feedback in terms of Mike or where things stand with that?
No, well, I don't know that there's any plans to do anything right now. And if they are, I'm not aware of it. I mean, we had the locker room plans drawn up and the thing a couple years ago, and I guess they're waiting for somebody to fund it.
One or two more for Coach?
Marcus Marshall, I know that, you know, one thing with him is learning to block better. How has he come along? I mean, it's only been a few days, obviously, but how is he progressing so far?
I think Marcus is going to be, you know, he's a year older. He's going to be stronger, more mature. I think he'll have a good year. I'm excited about where Marcus is.
And Emmanuel Bridges, what have you seen out of him? I mean,
He's trying to learn. He's, you know, it's like drinking from a fire hose. He's only, you know, he came in the spring, so he's really more like a true freshman with a few spring practices. So, yeah, I think he's got ability, but he's got to catch on and learn.
Is Diedrich still sort of the second guy right now at B-back? Yeah.
Probably. We've had to play tomorrow. Gervonta Benson's really caught my eye this camp. I think light's starting to come on. He's got a ton of ability. If he can keep growing, he's a guy that can help us too.
Quickness too.
I think he's really quick, strong.
Anything else for Coach?